Hello guys, this is gonna be an AI limit Rusty Sword only challenge. Now, this is my first time doing this. This is an edited video. This is a voiceover. First time. Now just waking up from this cutscene here. Yep. Now when I grab the Rusty Sword, I do want to explain some of the rules. The rules are I can only use the Rusty Longsword as my weapon. I can't use any spells. The other rules is I can't use buff items or damage items, but can use healing items like mud balls. And I can't use parry nor piercing claw. Now, I've sped up the footage of me going boss to boss because it's a tad bit boring, and it's also just to cut down on how long this video is. This is the first boss, Sewer Cleaner. I defeat him first try. I can't heal yet. There we are. Defeat Sewer Cleaner first try. This is just talking with just progressing the story. This is where you get life, do your main heal. You pick your weapon, but that's not gonna matter as I'm sticking with the Rusty Sword. Upgrade a few stats, and then yep, I'm just clearing. Basically, I'm going to the next boss. So I pick up a few items here and there, but they're not really that helpful. I do pick up some some armor, which could be helpful. Just progressing along. Here I actually defeat this giant robot, because if you defeat this giant robot, you can get a key. The key gives you access to a Dew Essence. What Dew Essence does is it increases how potent your life dew is. So I got that. So yeah, I defeat the snail, which is what gives you the Dew Essence. Climb back up. And then also defeat this Lost Blader. Not here. I actually died to it once, but I think it's this one that I defeated in. Now, yep, there we go. Yeah, I do defeat it here, there. Because that also gets me a hood, which is just more armor. Yeah, just get a few items, upgrade, I enhanced my sword. Now, I'm gonna explain how bosses work here. As I'm defeating Law the Lost Lancer. For the sake of how long this video is gonna be, I've done the winning run on my on each boss. So this is my winning run. That's probably why you can see the death counters, because I streamed this and thing. I was gonna plan to do like, oh, it shows my deaths, but that would make it too long. Plus, this is like my first edited video, so I did want to keep it down quite a bit.
How far does that go?
Another thing is I'm only I can use shield and thunder step. I never use thunder step, but shield is one that I allow. The reason why is because it doesn't do damage. I think it can. I'm not really certain, but the shield is basically there to like thing.
Who are you?
But yeah. It prevents damage, while parry and piercing do a lot of it. That's why I negated it. And there we go.
Oh, that was
Defeated Law
close. Oh, that
the
was
Lost Lance. Now I just fix this branch, retrieve this memory, and then I take the elevator up, which gets me to the Outer Wall ruins. I go through this area to the temporary campsite, fix the branch, talk to this merchant.
Yeah, I'm here.
I've kept this in here because
What's up?
this is the seal of the pilgrim.
Before that,
You got the seal of the pilgrim and your name
well, it will be
from Shirley here.
May the Father bless you.
Yep. I also talked to Delpha, which is this guy. He gives you purified soil, which can increase how much do you have. I get past this guy, and I go through this area. I do. Yep. I do die here because yep. I got comboed there. I'll show slow down, like some deaths slow down. So yep, I go back. I'm able to take those two out. Here I get ambushed from behind, and I didn't get a chance to heal.
No,
So-
I was pressing Q. I was pressing Q. But
My mistake.
I was trying to heal.
So yep, go back. Able to take out these two and these two this time. Take out these three. Now, yeah, as I said before, I've sped up the footage because of how long it will be, and because I think it will be a bit boring. for them to think, because I actually run back there to upgrade something. I run back to the branch to upgrade my health. So I take out this, and then I take up the sniper here. And I run past. Take out these two. And I actually do a side quest here. See, yeah, in this cavern, there's a butterfly that gives you dew essence, which I'm actually fighting right now. So I actually went here. I also die here of poison. Didn't have heals. I think I switched my seal there to Pilgrim because I can now. I enhanced my sword. Time for the Scavenger Patriarch. Theoretically, second boss. Or a mini boss. I first try this as well.
Damage to him.
Oh, not third boss if there's Silklino. But no, I guess that guy's like a mini boss. But so I do. Yep. Now this guy's not too difficult in a sense. He didn't really give me trouble. He just mainly, he has easy predictable moves. And if you can bait him to do that jump he does, you can get a few hits in. Yep. Just dodge it, get a few hits in, because I don't have the damage. So I need to be like smart on how I do this.
Come on. Don't move. Bro, you would have already been dead by now. Oh my god.
Getting real low here. And
Well, that took...
finish the boss fight.
I did defeat it first try, but still.
Now, I go to the next area, defeat a few enemies, retrieve a memory. Now, the next boss fight, Necro the Panic Reaper, which thing, I defeated Necro here, because I do want to collect these items. I go back to the temporary campsite to buy some stuff and come back. I also do a side mission to grab a helmet that's better than my previous one.
Out of every...
Now Necro. He was a pain for me because of his piercing. Piercing, what it does is when you're fully pierced, yeah, it has a bar. When you're fully pierced, it does like 4 times your health. It does like a large chunk of your health, so Necro was a pain because of that. But something I noticed about Necro is the shield was really handy in this fight, because he did do a lot of damage to me if I didn't, like, shield it. He still does the piercing, but I could stun him a lot. That happened. He's in second phase now. This indicates a second phase. Now, yep. I'm really close to getting fully pierced, which is worrying. Yep, see, that, look how much damage that does. If I was any lower than max health, that would have pretty much put me either really low or, thing. This did take a, I think 9 attempts it took me. It took me a while because of the piercing. And we'll say for people who are just beginning this game, like first playing this game, this guy will be difficult because of how fast he is. He's quick. He does a lot of attacks, and he's like always on you. So he doesn't really give you chance to really dodge and stuff. He's just pretty low. I do get pierced there, but yeah. Done. Necro done. Now, I go through here, fix a branch, and go down. I'll go up this elevator, go through this portal. This gets me to the rooftops. Or, yeah, the rooftops area. Which I go up this elevator. This gets me to this merchant. And then I go through this area. This is a pretty, I would say, pretty long area. I did have a few things. It's also one of the, one that I think I semi-struggled with how many heals I had. Because I'm poisoned. And poison lasts a while, so I do actually think poison lasts a while. I ran out of heals, and I didn't allow myself to use antidotes, so I do die here because of poison. So I just go back through the whole area, grab any items that I missed, defeat this guy, go on this up, zipline to the next area, which this area is long, but it's just annoying because all these guys have poison, so you can get poisoned pretty easily. I think I also... No. These missile guys are real annoying, and I get knocked off the edge here trying to grab an item.
Maybe
so, yeah.
I am wanting luminous diamond.
That was pretty annoying. Those missile guys are pretty annoying, though. Because... Yep, go back through the whole area. I go back to the missile guys, I just run straight past them to the next area, which is, yeah, this area, which is like a, catwalk type thing. It's just like small area, and one of my second, like, third least favorite areas, because it's just annoying to deal with. These guys are so annoying because they have poison, and poison's just poison's hard to deal with if you don't have the antidote, but it just lasts so long. I get ambushed here, so I get ambushed by this jetpack guy, and the harpoon gunner, so I do die here.
Hit me there.
Just go back through it. Now, this is the three-faced... Oh, right. This is the three-faced partner.
Oh, that was so close.
This fight took a while. It was annoying for me because he has a lot of attacks and he backdashes a lot. So you have to time it. Another thing is I just didn't do damage. So it was a while to actually whittle him down. Indicates second phase, so partners in second phase now. This is where it gets a lot more difficult. First phase is his attacks are more like easy. This, yeah, becomes a lot more harder because he extends his combos by a lot, which makes it harder to dodge them. Especially that spinning move. As you saw, I stood exactly where he could hit me. I did dodge through it that time, but it was basically, this whole fight was me getting 2 hits off, then pretty much going to, just 2 hits, he backdash, 2 to 3 hits, he backdash, and I tried getting either heal when I'm low, or I pretty much rush him again. Getting quite low. I've got it quite low. One hit now, and that's the partner defeated. Now I get this branch, upgrade some of my stats, go down this elevator. This is the flooded street. So this is the city. So I just go through this. This is necro infested, so there's a bunch of necros here. None of them really gave me much issue. I just looted a bunch. They can give me an issue because necros, some of the necros are really tanky. I also tried defeating this Lost Blader here, but with the piercing and all that, I got shredded. I didn't get a chance to heal because of the piercing. So I go back through, defeating all the necros, trying to just loot as much as I can. Just going through, getting as much loot as I can. Like stuff that can upgrade my or enhance my weapon. That was what I was trying to get. I get absolutely shredded here. So I just kept getting hit by those small bugs, which do a bit of piercing. Which is a bit embarrassing. Yep. Go back into the thing, get the loot. I died there because those necros, that necro, he hits really quick and he's tanky. So it's really hard for me that does no damage to effectively take them out without sacking like all my heals. So I just go back through. I go back to the Lost Blader area. I switch to a thing that gives me more piercing protection, which means it takes less hits for me to get fully pierced. Now I am able to take it out. I retrieve the memory, get luminous diamonds and all that. I get this key which I never used. I think I was trying to, I checked how much thing. I go through this area. And I go down, talked with this person, Malaya. She is a quest line to do. I do. So I was talking about these guys. These guys are really annoying because they have really quick hits. So that's its normal 3-hit combo, but it's jump. But it has a really quick hit. This one. Which I was putting up my shield against it, but I just couldn't do anything in that situation. Because they just keep coming at you. I also die again to the same necro. Now I'll go through this area, which just has a bunch more necros, looting. This area has a few robots. Now this area actually holds the next boss. I get the seal here. I go back because this seal actually gave me defense. It gave me better defense. This boss, the Cleansing Knight, also gave me a bit of trouble because the Cleansing Knight has a bunch of attacks. It has a bunch of charged attacks which you have to dodge. And I have to be right next to it to do any damage. So I learned how to dodge most of its attacks while staying pretty much in sword range.
Oh my God.
Which was... Yep. I also learned you can pretty much dodge last second that shield charge and it does like no damage.
Ow.
It's 2 ranged attacks. Its beam attack has a bunch of annoying attacks like that. This indicates its second phase. Which its attacks, it has that area attack now, and it gets new attacks and a lot more like annoying attacks. Yeah, that lightning effect is pretty annoying for me because I couldn't get up close. I think I'm also backing away because I think the jump. I think certain moves coming.
Are you not under the threshold? You're barely above it.
Because it has a damage threshold move.
Damn.
This jump. This is one that annoys because it's pretty hard. You pretty much have to time it perfectly. And I don't have the health to survive it. Because something I didn't do is I didn't overlevel nor grind because couldn't because I could only use the rusty sword and that would be way too slow.
I know why you're charging.
And so all my levels came through pretty much defeating bosses.
That's so bull! Why are you charging me? Oh my god. Yes. Oh my gosh.
Okay, gotten quite low. Quite low.
No!
But it's also pretty close
Oh
because
my-
I'm pretty low as well. Pretty much I'm one hit. But I do get it.
Oh my god!
Yep, final hit. Do get it. That's the Cleansing Knight defeated.
Literally the... Oh my gosh.
Took me a while. Now I go down this elevator. This is the underground area. Talk to this doctor. Now this is also an area I really don't like. Because there's a bunch of harpoon gunners and I just don't like them. So it was not an area. I do go down here because I wanted to get that soil. The soil's in that pipe there. That gives me another life too. I just go through this whole area. I do go up here in the strange carriage because I think the Covenant. Because that merchant, the merchant, when you get like stuff like the Covenants and the merchant map, that just increases what you can buy or what you can buy to the merchant that I met before. So I'm just getting a bunch of items. I do run past these because I don't think I could beat them. Yep. Just looting a bunch of stuff that can upgrade. I run past all of these enemies because I don't think I had the heals to. Yep, fix the branch. That was a memory rewrite. Talk to this person. Got luminous diamonds. Still couldn't upgrade my thing.
Time for the Saint.
Now time for this boss fight. The Saint. Or
Try to seal that.
yeah,
Did a
the
little extra damage.
Saint. Now this boss fight proved annoying. I wouldn't say it was
I didn't know you could
difficult
stun
because
her
I
out
did
that,
first
like,
try this
great
boss,
thing.
but it was annoying because the Saint is a like long range. A long range boss has a bunch of attacks at long range, but it also has a lot of close-ups that just like knock you back, like that tornado move. she does. She has a bunch of lasers. Just a bunch of moves that can just knock you back, and then she has a lot of long range, so it was just annoying, to say the least.
I keep knocking her out. Okay.
Also, this move, the 2 slashes into this, like, mega slash she does, it's pretty easy to dodge. If you can perfect dodge it, but it's also real annoying if you're trying to get up close to get sword hits.
You're already doing this?
She also hit me there, which was annoying. Yeah, she just has a bunch of moves that basically just gets her far away from you and just pretty much
Ooh, I got wombo combo.
Thing. She pretty much can just
Oh my.
hit me, which she drained a bunch of my heals. That's why I said it's more annoying than difficult. Because this boss fight isn't hard, to say the least. It's just annoying with how much, like, dodging you have to do and how much you actually have to, like, go back. They dodge, they go far away from you or knock you back, so you have to go back to the boss to hit them again.
I could do this. I'm saying could. No.
But
Yes!
it's the same.
Oh, I did
The
that
same
first time.
speed.
Oh, screw you.
Now, I go through this portal,
Ah,
which brings me to an area called the Huggers Play. Now, I go through this area. I also have no heals here, so I'm being cautious. I fix this branch.
better than I thought I would do.
And then I run up here. The stairs
I
and the
would've
next
definitely
boss
won
is in that
if I
big
had
room
more
that's being
idea.
guarded.
Oh, can you guys not, right? Oh, you guys are so annoying.
These shield guys are pretty annoying.
Whoever
Got
designed
hit
you,
a
like,
few.
they
But
could-
this boss,
the shield ones are the most annoying ones out of all of them.
Choir Master the Inspector. He didn't give me much trouble, but also because this is basically all ranged.
And then he just teleports across the map.
So in his first phase, he won't get close to you. So if you do get close to you, he will try to hit you like that, and you'll have like that attack as well. The swing he does, but he pretty much thinks
What?
I cancel out his teleport,
Never,
so
ever
he's still
stopped
stuck here.
this man from teleporting.
He's still thing because he was trying to teleport to the other arena. I cancel out that attack he just did.
What stopped him from teleporting? I've never managed.
This lightning tornado that he does is
So
pretty
funny.
thing. Well, it can think. I think he was trying to teleport there, either that or it was a glitch. He is going to heal here. He's one of the few bosses that can heal in this game,
That's my cue to get.
which is pretty annoying, but if you cancel him pretty quick, you can actually, like, cancel it. I don't find this boss. I didn't find this boss difficult. It's more the fact I just had to be. This move can be difficult, but it's just you dodge twice and he teleports on you with this lightning staff move, which I would say, unless you're right next to him, pretty much never hits. Because even the lightning's pretty spread out. So yep.
You actually hit me there.
I
Oh,
beat
there we go.
Grandmaster the Inspector. Let's go.
Thunder Step I'm not going to use. I don't use Thunder
Now
Step.
I go back down the stairs because now he gives you a emblem which you need to unlock the next area. That's the whole reason why I bet him. Yep, used it, which unlocks a new area of the sewers I was in before. Me just exploring, getting every loot possible. Now I have these bots, which are pretty annoying because these bots thing. Also defeat this. This is the technically first boss, but he's back as a mini boss. He drops a key that I needed. I also picked up some soil there because he's also guarding some soil. I go up this ladder, go down this hallway. I go to this room which can use the key. Go down this elevator because at the time I didn't know what the elevator led to. I defeat this mini boss. Now I'm here. Now, I'm changing my outfit because I know what boss comes next. The boss I'm facing, the Hunter Bladers. Oh. Yep. I go back to the temporary campsite because I do want to get some more stuff. Like, I want to get more dew essence, or not dew essence, more life dew, so I purify my soil. There's a reason why, in a challenge like this, pretty much I just talk with Delpha. You can give him the soil, he gives you the purified soil, which then I cultivate the branch. So yeah, I just cultivate the branch here. I'm just prepping for the next boss fight, which
Hey guys,
which
welcome
I
to another
go back
stream.
to here.
In this stream, I'll be
I go
trying
back
do
to this
two
area.
videos, but I can't
Go-
die to this boss.
Go into the boss
reason
arena.
Why,
The boss I'm
if I
facing,
die
the
to this
Hunter
boss,
Bladers.
uh,
There's
I
a
have
reason
to-
why I prepped a lot. This boss is pretty difficult because it's different to any other boss. It's the first, well, first theoretically sane Blader boss you face. The Lost Bladers are different. The Lost Bladers, they've been thing. This is an actual full Blader.
I deal like no.
So they have a sync bar just like me and they.
Bruh.
So they can also parry my attacks as well.
Oh my god.
So yeah, it's a pretty hard boss. Also can teleport. Yeah, I got parried there. Now this isn't my winning run. This run I actually do not beat Hunter Bladers, but there is a reason. For anyone who's played the game, there's a reason why I kept the first attempt in. Because of the reason what happens after the first attempt. I'll explain it when it gets there, but yeah.
My problem is second phase is harder. Second phase is so much harder. Well, actually, it's debatable if second phase is harder. Because she doesn't
Just
teleport away.
trying to dodge most of the attacks. Wow,
That was a good time dodge. I do need to heal. Heal. Oh, I forgot you do that. Oh my goodness.
that down slam explosion moves, it hurts. It does a lot of damage. It has two moves. It has when it
Second
shoots.
phase.
It
This
has
is
gone
where
into
it gets
second
hard.
phase now, which is a lot.
And most likely, I'll
Just has a
die.
bunch more moves. There's spin move. But one thing I do like about second phase is second phase you can hit. So second phase ignores you most of the time and just does moves off thing. Just off the bat. So you can just stand there hitting it a lot more often. That
No, I don't
was
think
my
I can do
last
this.
heal there. So pretty much
Especially
I
with how low
have
I
that
am.
chunk of health with 0 heals.
It would
And
be like
pretty
a
much
miracle.
one attack is like 30 to 40% of my health. You can perfect dodge that. I do get a stagger off there. So what happened there was the Hunter Bladers got to 0 sync rate. When Bladers get to 0 sync rate, they go into a weakened state. So normally what you can do in this state is you can do what's called a fatal strike. That's what you do with the parry. I
Well,
don't do that. I do it accidentally, but okay, here. I go to this factory. This is the only mandatory use that you do need to do with the parry. Mandatory, though. Because you need to blow up a robot, and unless there's some glitch that teleports you there, it's a mandatory use. I would call it a soft lock if people like did it and they reset the whole run, but Hunter Bladers is pretty difficult. And I know there's other runs that call it mandatory, or not on this, but I call it a mandatory use. I had to. I die a lot here to. This is the Panic, Necro the Panic Reaper again. So I do actually die here a lot to these Necros because I have to like bait them one by one. And I don't think I had my piercing set up, so I got a lot more piercing. So I eventually get past the Necros. I go thing, I fix that branch, just loot around. I buy more stuff. I sell all my goods, then teleport back to this arena. This is my winning run of Hunter Bladers, so this is my winning one. And got it quite low. I am taking quite a few big hits. Nudge, and then miss quite a few attacks. Yep. But it's the Hunter Blade is defeated. Go past. Do just increase my stats. Now I'm in the Spirit Depths, which I just go through this area. Fix this branch. Let's deal with these areas. I did get hit there through the eyes, but just like half my health, which I healed. This area was pretty difficult for me, I would say, because there's a lot of big enemies that have a lot of health. Now what I do here is I turn off the eyes and I go all the way up to get this butterfly to get another Dew Essence. Another thing is, yeah, I go into this secret area, which I died there because I didn't have heals and it does too much fall damage. So I go down here. I go to this area. This area gets me another soil. I didn't think I had the key at the time. I think you get the key from the first boss. So then I teleport back to the Spirit Depths. I go through this whole area. Died again. And now time for this boss.
That is insane. So,
Which I first tried. Hesperone, the Stygian Queen of the Wise. Which this boss, I learned most of its attack patterns. Saying most, I learned all of its range patterns.
I don't actually know if
Through my other challenge run that I did, because I plan to do a lot of challenge runs. I did one before this one,
that does like no
which
damage.
I learned most of its attack patterns from.
Bro, that does nothing.
Yeah, this boss is quite easy for its first phase. Pretty much, you just have to stick real close. I did try backing up there to not get infection, but I did, which infection is.
Okay.
I didn't really care. And what infection does is just makes your sync rate go down pretty quick. So it basically allows them to get you through the state faster,
Really?
have less sync rate.
That infection lasts
quite a while.
I actually didn't realize how much infection lasts.
Well, I didn't mind because I was constantly pretty much hitting the boss, which gets me sync rate.
There's no point, that's just damage at this point.
So this is the half.
Yeah, you're gonna do your
point,
special. Yep.
which this boss starts doing its laser
This
move,
is, I mean, this might be doable.
which is pretty easy to
I'm
dodge.
saying
You pretty
might
much
be
have to
because the
just
second
run
phase
in a
is, oh my
circle
gosh, the
around it.
second phase is so much harder.
And like, unless you're really close to the
This
boss,
is
I think you
doable
can
because-
actually survive it, even if it hits you.
Nah, get back here.
Did its big laser move, but I was close to it, so I was able just to.
I mean, I can
Go
counteract
behind the
infection if I just keep hitting it. Infection doesn't matter for me because I just keep hitting him. Oh my! This has never been
Now,
more painful.
this boss is the first to have what's coming next. The first in the game to have what's coming next. Because the other bosses had like, oh, it gets down a certain way. This boss has an
Okay,
official
second
second
phase.
phase.
Where it gets more
Where the
difficult.
other bosses, it just got basically down this much HP, and that indicated. Where this is now, it's back
saying
up to
it
full
gets more
HP.
difficult, more...
So yeah.
Oh, there is a mandatory
Which
fatal
this
strike,
phase
you
is
know,
a
I
lot
think
more
you have to
annoying
do.
because it basically swaps. The
Let me do
less
that.
phase was it kept its distance. This phase is pretty
I'm
much
so glad I have so much HP.
it's just straight up close to you. Like it's just thing.
think I am,
But
might
this phase has a big weakness. If you go onto its side or behind it, it and just stay there, it's pretty easy to get hits
I
in,
still have 7
which is what I did. I pretty much dodged all its attacks and just went to the side and hit it.
Oh my. Hey, that's not nice. Well, I'm gonna get stuck here. Okay. Heal.
And I still had all my use. I was only using regeneration items. So I still have all 7 of my life dues at this point.
Do I heal here? I don't know. I don't know if I heal here. I definitely heal here.
This jump move, this boss does, is it's quite annoying because I don't know how. I think
That's
it's like
an insane move,
certain,
and I'm glad I healed.
like certain timing dodge.
Back here, bro. Bro, my piercing resistance so insane. I have not got pierced once in this fight.
Got hit
Heal.
there by the laser.
I needed to heal there. He's like, you're too close. Oh my gosh. That's easy enough to dodge. Just doesn't like you. Nah, I was a bit too far. What are you doing? Nah, I'll get over here. Oh, I mean, I'll take that. One thing I want to know is, can you survive that minimal pain, the explosion at the end? I don't think you can. I think it always does just insta. But it would be pretty funny. Okay. Messed that up.
So no, I haven't beat the boss
First try.
because it has a gimmick.
Mate, I don't care if I got infection.
When it's basically 1 HP or when it's
I
on
just
the
need to
second
stand
phase, it
behind
self
this.
implodes
The energy
itself,
density is dangerous.
causes a
Take cover.
mass explosion,
And basically, he nukes himself.
and you have to hide behind these pillars that like fall down. But once you do, you have to fatal strike it.
Now that is
Which
required, I think. I don't think you can
Esperon's
hit him
done.
normally. I think that always has to be that. Other way.
98,000. You just walk over. This is the person I talked to in the flooded underground. He got trapped here. That's a part of a quest. She asked you to do that. She also gave me a seal that didn't help. No. So I enter this rift, which brings me to the North Sewer Town. Time for this boss fight. This boss fight's annoying. It's just the area. So this boss basically has you on this little platform and constantly like knocks you over. But I did find a tech. If you get knocked over, you can leave the character lying there and wait until the wind blows by, then roll back up. I did get hit there, which was really close to the edge. And this boss is pretty annoying because it's also the Saint, so it has this. It also has like the attacks of the Saint. So it's like the ranged moves and this other stuff. This boss fight is like the same. It was pretty annoying, just all the range moves. Also, when you get it half health, it basically dips. So it basically goes to another platform and does the wind thing again, which was pretty annoying. Because you can get knocked off you. Got pretty close to the edge there. Another thing I don't like is the boss can go pretty close to the edge. The best attack to hit it a bunch is definitely this lightning attack, if you don't stagger at the beginning. But yeah, there. It's... boss is done. Go up here. Reach this branch. Now this area. Roll out some more regeneration items. What the crystals I got from the boss. Got a dual essence there. And another part of Sewer Town. Go down here, which is this. Just has bots. Which is pretty annoying. I sell all the items I don't need. More crystals. Defeated more bots. Fixed that branch, but I did a detour. I went down here, down to this elevator, into this parkour room. Here's this parkour, both gives dual essence and can progress a storyline, which I didn't end up doing. I did die quite a bit in this room because I was trying to rush. And I'm not the best at the parkour in this game. Did end up defeating the butterfly though, which gives me dual essence. But yeah, especially the final jump, I pretty much needed full health for. So even if I was a tad under full health, I would have never got it. Just kept all of this in so you guys can watch the pain. So I pick up that item, fix the branch, pretty much go in it, got the memory, fix the branch. Now I'm in the factory, or I'm in the area before the factory. But yeah, now I'm in the factory. Which this area wasn't too hard, I just pretty much had to rush through it. Like, I didn't really have to defeat the big robot there because I never saw any need to. I do go down here, fix this branch. Then, I basically go back into the ward and gate to this area. I was planning to defeat the secret boss there, but I decided not to and just go for the end of childhood. Now, this is the bishop. This is the bishop fight. Which I do have someone fighting with me because, I didn't ban, having a person fight with you. And I don't ban the people fighting for you because of the reason, the person can still, like, the person can die. It's also the fact this is a two-phase boss and you have to fight two of them. So once it gets to half phase, it basically calls the second one, which is a ranged one. I said half phase, but pretty much as soon as they stop the dialogue. As soon as she teleports away, a second joins, heals up the first one. So pretty much the strategy was I just focused the first one. Now, as soon as you get this one, see, I'm gonna complain about this a bit. I got the melee one fully down, so the second one actually heals the first one fully when it goes down. Which I feel like is a missed opportunity on the second boss, the ranged one. So, I actually died in that run, but to show the first and second winning runs, I just merged them together, so this is the winning second run, which was the second try. Which, I don't like this boss because it has a lot of fast hitting moves, which just sucked. Especially that spin move. This has a bunch of fast hitting moves, a lot of combo, fast hitting combos.
I don't know what's happening. Is she on me? I think she is. Now the only reason why I'm allowing people
The
is because
person's
they can
with
still
me.
die during the fight.
Well, the person got quite low, had to
They know-
heal, and the person
they-
only heals,
they
I
can
think,
well and
once
truly die. Like,
per
she's
battle.
half health
I don't
now.
know, I don't really check.
Like both my ally.
Oh no, healed again. I was wrong. No, I didn't really, I don't really check. So this is her halfway point. Which pretty much she changes some of the attacks. We got her stun there.
Oh, I staggered.
I staggered her there.
Oh my gosh. Heal.
That was a heavy hit.
Who are you on? You're on her. I need to take aggro for a bit. Oh, okay, she's dead.
So there goes. So the person I brought with me perished.
Your journey
Oh, come on!
here.
Yep, but I'm taking quite a few hits. This is why I don't like this boss. It's just a bunch of fast hitting hits. Got it quite low now. Just a few more hits.
Your
Shit.
journey
Got grab though.
here.
I didn't mean to
His
say
grab
that.
move is quite thing. I have high defense, so I'm running a high defense build, so it doesn't deal as much damage. And even if it does, I have a lot of hit points, so I can tank it. But still, that grab move did a lot of damage. So pretty much, I go up here.
2 attempts.
That's the boss done, the bishop. I go up here, fix this branch, increase my stats. I go in this portal. Now I'm in the final area. This is Hago's player again, but this is a different area. This is the upper level. I was in the lower level before. This is the third final area. There's technically 2 you go to after this. Actually, second. I was thinking of another one, but the other one actually. So
Because it's-
this boss.
Once you defeat the
No,
the twins, you can buy. Oh,
you might notice I don't have the death counter anymore. That's because this took me like 4 attempts, because it's basically the partner, but more annoying. the reason why I don't have the death counter is because I recorded all of this, because this is where I got to the point of I might record it, because I want to do more challenge videos, but the thing about challenge videos is sometimes they can just take a while and a lot more attempts. So I recorded all this. Problem is, do I have to do the Guardian of the Trees? That's my problem. Because I don't... I'm lying, that's my only problem. God. Yeah, this boss was annoying because it basically it was the partner, but it added on like lasers. So its spinning attack that it does also has like 6 lasers that shoot out. I walked into that. That combo's pretty much the same. Done better. Heal? Like quite low, just keep dodging the attacks. Because it's pretty much the partner, I already knew some of the timings on the attacks. That was close. Come on. Like 2 more hits. 2 hits. Come on. There we go. Yep, there we go. Defeated it. There we go. Give me some upgrade materials for the seal and now, my weapon. I have the boss, boss rush. I go through this portal. But before it, and fix this branch. Before this, now this area, I might get. This area is pretty. I still have some stuff. Now, this is gonna be a bit difficult because it goes. But this area is it's a boss rush. You have to defeat 3 bosses in a row. So yeah, pretty much. You're first. The first one is like a
These
heavy
guys, I
hitter.
would
This
say,
guy deals a
don't have that
lot
much
of
health.
damage.
Of course, at this point, your thing.
Because I was running like a tank build, and
of
he was
course,
still
you're
doing
free
a
and all that.
lot of damage to me.
Because this guy can do some mag damage. Another thing is you have to defeat, I think, all 3 of them. I don't know what happens if you defeat. Do they respawn? If you like. I think they do. I think they do respawn.
He's also pretty quick, and he like can go like across the arena quite quickly.
Maybe, I don't
Like
know.
he has a lot of openings after his attacks.
That doesn't stagger you. Okay. So
And that's that boss done.
hyper stability.
I go through the portal.
Just need that.
To the next boss.
Saint.
Now this is pretty much the same fight all over again, but these fights, like, pretty much they have more attacks in them.
Actually does a lot less. Okay. Damn it. Come over there. One thing I noticed is you're not doing. I was about to say. That hurt. Same attack. Damn it. I got pulled in it. Damn.
Got it quite low.
I know. I already didn't like this fight. Oh, and then there.
Here we go.
There.
Defeated that boss. Time for the next one. This is basically the Choir Master, but a bit difficult, as it's more aggro on you, and it has the attacks from second phase. It also does this move a lot more often.
Again?
Also has the lightning tornado. Healing back up. And there we go. Beat it.
First try. That is real tough. Real tough. Real tough.
Mix the branch.
Just increase my life.
Up to my stats a bit.
My life's 50 now. That's a big health bar. But I need it. For Lost Kid especially. I haven't, yeah, because Lost Kid I feel like...
And now I only have 2 more bosses to go. And then I've beaten the game. So I enter this portal.
I just
Now I'm in this area.
the difficulty ramps
So
up
this
a
is
lot,
the
because
second
other
final boss.
bosses, yes, are pretty
Show your
difficult.
face.
in
Now, I
sense,
did
but
this
Lost
the
Kid
same.
is insane. I would say it's actually more difficult than the last
So,
boss. Because the
I have
last-
to
the
explain
last
this
boss
fine.
first phase is actually pretty easy.
So Lost Kid is really annoying, and this is my first time actually fighting Lost Kid normally. The other times I choose Lost Kid.
Another thing is
So
I just have to
her
get used
second
to the
phase,
attacks.
I was practicing that. So I went back to the temporary campsite, basically bought more regenerations items as I run out of it. And pretty much I need it. And I basically, and then I was constantly practicing the Lost Kid fight over and over and over again. Constantly. To basically improve. So while I was practicing, I wasn't recording. Then I got like a really good run where I got her really low. I thought I was gonna die, but then I realized I could actually do it. So I clicked record when she was low. So her second phase is pretty much her being low, but it's because of that reason. I was just practicing Lost Kid because Lost Kid
This is
did
where it
take
gets
me
so much harder.
like probably 4 hours to beat. And it's really
Just
annoying.
please make it a
As
second
what was
phase.
happening before is she was going to rank 4 too quickly. She would go to rank 4 in like 4 seconds. Pretty much.
That's
Like, it was basically, she hit me rank 2, she hit me rank 3, she hit me right in rank 4, and when she's in rank 4, pretty much, it was like, almost impossible to get any hits off without taking a lot of damage. But another thing is when I got that good run, I also didn't film its first phase. So that's why I'm showing this. This is I defeated this first phase. Just to prove just to show I did actually beat its first phase. But yeah. Because I wasn't gonna, like, once I realized I could actually do it, I didn't actually want to, pretty much go back or reset because I could get bad RNG again. So pretty much this. I got it that low while being, like, with 3 heals, which was insane. I did a lot of stuff, made myself a little bit more bulkier, changed my armor. But pretty much this was an absolute, like, this was an absolute run. But this was pretty much when I realized, oh, I could actually defeat the boss. So this is when I pressed record. Yeah. But yeah, this boss, this is real annoying. Its first 3 rings aren't really that hard. Its first phase pretty much has that fist punch and like a slash move. Its second phase has a charge slash. Its third phase is pretty much similar. Its fourth phase is where it's really hard. So yeah, I defeat it. I defeat Lost Kid. I increased my stats. Another thing I did was I went back to some areas and looted some items that were of higher value to sell to increase my level. So yeah, I talked to this. Once you talk to her enough, she gives you the golden branch, which you pretty much need to get the ending. Once you get the golden branch, no quest lines are available, and you're pretty much at the very end. Now, another thing is I actually stopped recording going to the next area, so I load. Now I'm here. Because I stopped recording because I had to do stuff. So I went here. Now I did first try this father fight. Lost Kid is way harder. If Lost Kid was the final boss, I would understand it. This isn't really difficult per se, it's just annoying. It can be difficult for some people with the amount of stuff going on. So its first phase, absolutely easy. You just have to defeat these enemies he spawns because they're connected to his health while dodging a bunch of stuff he does. But it's real easy because I can pretty much 3-shot them at this rate. So they're weak. And this is his whole first. He doesn't even have like a third phase per se. This is just his first phase. So now he's into a second phase, which is a bit harder per se, but I would honestly not even think. Lost Kid was so much harder. Another thing is he doesn't deal nearly as much damage. I was actually worried because I never bet this guy without using spells. I've always used spells to defeat this. So I never used the sword to beat this guy. But honestly, it's pretty easy. Like, you can get pretty close and he takes quite a bit of damage. I'm using a rusty sword. Sorry, not the weakest, the second weakest. The weakest would be your fist. You can unequip your weapon, which I plan to do, by the way. I plan to do. That's gonna be so annoying, though. I have to do a lot of preparations. So this is like his damage, like his damage phase, which he just does that move. Sends a lot of those, none of them hits. This move pretty much does like no damage to me. it did that much, and I got hit by all 3 of them. So when he does that, pretty much, when he does those like ground moves, I can like pretty much thing. Staggered him there. So yeah, literally my strategy was just, well, heal when I'm low, but just try being semi-close to him. I did get hit there because, I think I got hit twice there because that has just an annoying range, but... Because there's a lot of attacks that have, like, a lot of end lag. So, especially this one, I couldn't hit him in the air there, but I can hit him when he was first going up and when he was going down. There's that. Staggered him there. Got hit all 3 times there. Uses this move, which I didn't get hit. He's back to this move, so they can use the same move they did in their halfway point. It just takes a while. I don't know if it's probably like how many moves they've used before it, because it's not like another damage trigger. So this is pretty much, this is his, like, end thing. So this is pretty much, it's like, Pesperon's thing. So he basically does this right before when you're about to beat him. I beat him.
Are but a creation.
I skipped this cutscene. So this is pretty much the end. They talk to you about, I got the end of childhood thing, so they're basically like humanity's doomed. But yeah, there's the credits. I skipped them. Journey to Cycle 2.
My first attempt.
And that's pretty much it. So
That's Rusty Sword Challenge only.
that was Rusty Sword Only Challenge. So I hope you all enjoyed. Thanks for watching. Please hit the like button and subscribe.